Thoughts are things. Have you ever heard that saying before? It's an interesting one, and what it means is that our thoughts become reality, and reality is a real thing. Pardon the pun. You know, our thoughts are not just fleeting ideas or random noise in our minds. They are powerful forces that manifest into real life outcomes. The Bible puts it this way in Proverbs 23:7. As a man thinks in his heart, so is he. That means that we are actually our thoughts. And this is why what we think about is important. What we constantly meditate on or what we allow dominate our minds is important because we knowingly or unknowingly create our reality with our thoughts. This is how it works scientifically. Thoughts. Every idea or image you have creates a mental framework, and that mental framework informs your state of mind. Now, your thoughts trigger emotions. For example, think about a loved one or you think about your child and it brings you joy. While when you worry about a problem, it leads to anxiety or anxiousness. And then your emotional state, influences your behavior. If you're feeling empowered, you want to take on bold challenges, you want to try new things. But if you're feeling fearful, you shy away or you avoid challenges. You don't put yourself out there. You know, and this is why the Bible also tells us in Romans 12:2 to be transformed by the renewing of our minds. Because our reality can only change when our mind is renewed and our thoughts change. So my question for you today is, what thoughts constantly plague your mind? Are you single and on the men as come table? Or are you one of those who believe that marriage is overrated? Or perhaps you're a man and you feel that women are not to be trusted. You're of the fear women no category. Or do you feel that your life is finished because you married the wrong person? Or perhaps you're divorced and you think you are a failure. Or have you begun to define yourself by your mistakes? I urge you to give some attention to the thoughts that constantly plague your mind. Are they positive or are they negative? Do they uplift you or do they drain you? Or are you the type that's constantly worrying about one thing or the other, that things will go wrong or that nothing will ever go right? You know, I used to be in that category. When I began to give attention to my thoughts, I was shocked to find that I was a worrier. You know, that I often worried, particularly about my children. For me, it was a revelation, you know. And someone said to me, why do you think negative thoughts, or why do you think something will go wrong? You know, we must never forget that thoughts are things. And so I want to leave you with this scripture in Philippians 4:8 as a guide on what you should be thinking on. It says, finally, brethren, whatever things are true, whatever things are noble, whatever things are just, whatever things are pure, whatever things are lovely, whatever things are of a good report, if there's any virtue, if there's anything praiseworthy, think on these things. Remember, thoughts are things, and we create our reality by the thoughts we think. My name is Taya Luko. God bless you.